welcome to another episode of Wiffle Ball Weekly here in the NCWB studio. I'm Isaac Williams, your host, along with my co-host, the Commissioner of the League, Bryson McGee. Good to see you, buddy.
Good to see you too.
We have another episode of our TV show here. We've had a lot of good ratings so far, so we're gonna get straight to it. We're gonna give you the highlights, we'll give you standings, the status of every team as of now, some of the stuff that's coming up, and we're gonna give you the highlights of the Diamondbacks and Nationals that was played yesterday.
Yes.
So without further ado, we're gonna go to the standings. So we have the Braves coming in at 7-0. They continue their win streak today against the Diamondbacks. They're looking very unstoppable. Got a big target on our back. Bryson, before we go any further, how do you feel about that?
I feel pretty good. I try not to get caught up in it, like I kept saying. I just try to play every game like it's the last game and just play one game at a time.
Especially when you look at it. You ask any great teacher in history, any great successful athlete, they always say you take it one game at a time and take it as it comes. Because if you look too far ahead, you're going to mess up. So then we have the Diamondbacks coming in at 5-3. Okay, with 2.5 games back out of first. The Mariners at 3-3. They were off this week. The Athletics at 1-3. They're still rehabbing that hamstring injury. The Blue Jays at 1-4. The Nationals at 1-4, who just now got their first win. So finally got their first win. Yeah, they lost to the Diamondbacks yesterday and played the Blue Jays today. Were able to get their win. So they're 1-4, tied at the bottom of the standings with the Blue Jays for fifth place. So look forward to that. Without further ado, we're going to go to the Diamondbacks and Nationals highlights. Hope you guys enjoy. This one was a lot of fun to play. I'm grateful that I was able to win. It was a one-run win. It was 7-6, but I'll take it. A win's a win. So without further ado, we'll give you the highlights, and here we go. Zoom out on the screen.
Zoom out?
Zoom in on the screen.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome into Roger D. Williams Memorial Field. I'm Bryson McGee, alongside Gerald of the Blue Jays. We have a matchup of the Nationals and the Diamondbacks. A really good matchup, ready to see Ethan back in action and look forward to a good game. First pitch will be here next.
Starting off with contact, loading the bases with no outs. Stressful. Very stressful.
Swing and a miss. Just
Got him looking. Backwards cat. First pitch of the game for the Nats.
Gone.
Bink!
ball and he sends that.
Center field, 83 feet. You're welcome.
I still came back on those.
Swing and a miss. Strike. One on puts that down the line. Takes his time. Out at second.
More play. More play.
Made it look easy.
A lot of contact, but just died. A lot of humidity in the air yesterday, so it made for a very interesting day.
He's there. Pretty sure he is. No way, that's fair too.
Switch hitting at its finest.
That was clutch.
Oh, and that's a
Check swing.
out first. One run still scores. Oh, and that's another one. That's three. Only one run scores. Still running. Really just for
We had McGee up in the booth, and he was
Messing with that back foot.
That's down the line. It is gone. That's another reason why we're
right into the trees, right inside the foul pole. I mean, you talking about a down the line home run? That was the one solo shot by the Nats.
Oh, and he sends that to center field, and that is going to be a double. Swing, that miss, strike it. It's a fair ball. No, we missed it.
Can't make them all.
Pitch here. Oh, and that's a shot. It's a double.
Through the fence.
Second and third, 1 run score. Score to 3. Pitch here. Swing. 2 outs. Oh, and that's a shot. And it caught, the wind caught it, and
Hanging out in the outfield, you know.
1 run score. That's, oh, 3.
Oh, that was right. That was the 3 runs.
And the score is 4 to 4 now.
4 to 4 going into the last inning.
And they're, and they're pitching right here and shut them down, of course. What's your take on how the game shapes up on this?
Very well. Pitching.
Yeah, that's true. You say it.
I'm not reporting.
Let's get a little, let's go on the field
It's
right.
exactly how I thought it'd be given last time when it was 18 to 17 on the walk-off. So field report.
On field report, we'll go mic'd up for a little bit.
Somebody drink for
That was a lot of
Let's get a
fun.
little report with Ethan. How you think the game's going? What's the conditions down there?
Quarter pounder.
Oh, and that's a little, and that's
Got all our most of our players on set today, so a lot of fun recording this episode.
grounded back to the pitcher. 2 outs. We're talking to the umpires up here in the booth for a second. Oh, and that's a shot back to center for a single. Maybe a spark goes out and back. 2 outs. The pitch. Pitch here by the Nationals. He deals. And
Considering the lack of stardom in this game, we had a lot of highlights to
3
be
runs
made.
scored by the
It's an 8-minute video,
3 runs
so
scored by the Nationals, or not the Nationals, Diamondbacks. Pitch here. Oh, and that's going to be a single. Good way to start. He deals. Oh, and that's a shot. He's going to go for 2. He's there. Saves.
lots of doubles in this game.
He had a triple, but I don't know if it's
I'm pretty sure it is. First ever triple. A lot of records broken the past couple of days. First ever triple yesterday, and then
He sends a shot to the fence.
here it is.
Don't clear the fence. 1 run's gonna score.
That's it. First ever triple in NCWB history.
One's gonna score.
And we had the first ever inside the park home run today. We'll cover that next week.
Send out. And that's
Off the fingertips.
second or third, right? Foul tip. Not many highlights in this game but the home runs. Pitch. And that's a pop up, and that's the game. Final score 6-7. Isaac wins. First save of his career. And hope y'all like and subscribe
And
Thanks
we'll,
for the support.
Yes.
Love you backs.
yeah, thanks for the support. We'll see y'all next time. And see ya. As for me in the booth and my co-partner James, we'll see y'all next time. Deuces.
So, in retrospect, looking at those highlights, very, very good highlights indeed. Very good game, a lot of fun to play. Pleasure to be a part of it. I was excited to get away with the win, but very, very close, too close for comfort. So, anyway, we're going to go to the Braves here. We're going to talk about Bryson's team. 9 home runs, first in the league, so we're excited about that. 4.00 ERA and 3 saves, which is both first in the league, leading the Cy Young, Silver Slugger, and the Mo Rivera Closer Award. So, a lot of good things happening there with the Braves. League record 10 strikeouts in a single game, and today actually was the first ever inside the park home run completed by none other than Bryson himself. Bryson, how do you feel like? Okay, first we talked about earlier. You know, you're 7-0. You're on a win streak. You know, you've not been beaten yet. You got all these records. You got a big target on your back. How do you feel approaching that situation?
I feel pretty not to say nervous, but I'm ready for it, and I'm hoping good competition the rest of the season and all that, like it has been already. All of it's been really good games, but I'll take it one game at a time. I'll play I think it's the Nationals next, and just take it from that game to the next time I play you, and the next time I play the Nationals, and just hope for the best. If I lose, I lose. If I win, good. I'm just really glad we're having a good season already and just playing real well.
Let's go with approach it, because you got to take it one game at a time. You ask any of the greats in sports history or any kind of history, they'll say, hey, take it one game at a time. You look too far ahead, you'll miss out on the present and you'll lose it. So, without further ado, we're going to let Bryson cover my team, the Diamondbacks, coming up here.
Yes, the Diamondbacks, they're run by Isaac. He has 6 home runs. That is 3rd in the league. He has a 7.64 ERA, which is 3rd, and the next game is to be determined. Isaac, how do you feel about yesterday playing the but the Nationals? Nationals, how you feel they performed, and how do you think you performed yesterday?
I feel like I performed really well. I did really well on the mound, limited to 6 runs. It helped my ERA a lot. Today, of course, I had a bad game, so it increased, but we'll call about that next week. But I feel like I performed really well on the mound, especially from the batter's box. Wasn't great, but I 2 home runs in the game. I was happy with it. First pitch home run, I saw the pitch coming in, I said I gotta take it. I gotta jump on it, and I did. So, it was a good game. I was really excited to see how the Nationals performed, and they did really well. I was really proud of how Ethan performed his first game back in regular season competition.
Definitely.
So, look forward to facing him again in the second half, and look forward to seeing what the rest of the season holds. So we're going to go to the Nationals. 3 home runs, tied for 4th in the league, a 7.24 ERA, which is 3rd in the league. And the next game, as Bryson mentioned, for himself, is against the Nationals and vice versa, Nationals versus Braves. The Nationals will be the home team for that. That'll be this weekend, hopefully, and as we head towards the end of the first half. So we're going to go to talk about the athletics now. We talked about last week, we had Mr. McGee in the booth, and he talked about his hamstring injury. And we're really excited to have him come back. We're hoping that he's able to come back for the All-Star break, have the All-Star game and everything, all the festivities that come along with that, and give us some time to rest. But most of all, Bryce, I'm really looking forward to having the whole team healthy. I'm looking forward to the second half as a whole, because even though it's a whole month away, I'm not trying to rush the season. But I'm enjoying where we're at. I'm enjoying the performances so far.
Yeah.
But I'm really excited about what comes up in the next month when the whole league is together. Because the Nationals got hurt. Ethan, he broke his hand, and then right before he was supposed to come back, the week of the Athletics, Uncle Brian messed up his knee, so or his hamstring. I'm sorry. So I'm really excited about what's to come for the rest of the season.
Yes, and it kind of not to say hurts the league and hurts us doing the scheduling, but it kind of puts us as a setback for the scheduling and the schedules and all that, because we have to figure out how we're going to come out with the outcome with the games and all that kind of stuff.
We're going to have to, we have to rearrange, and because everything, it's set, it's set here. But the problem is that, when this game can't be played, we have to figure out how we're going to restructure and what the outcome's going to be. So we're going to give you the upcoming schedule, and then we have a special guest, Mr. James Gerald, the Blue Jays. We'll have him come on in just a moment. We're going to give you the upcoming schedule. We have the Nationals versus Braves, like we mentioned, this weekend, as well as the Blue Jays versus the Mariners, the first division game. And we'll talk to Mr. Hajero as he comes on the booth or into the studio now. And
James, how are you today?
about that.
Good.
James, good to have you. Hamas, Harrell. Always a pleasure. All right. So without further ado, we're going to get to your Blue Jays. First of all, you played the Nationals. We'll come back next week. But how do you feel as we come towards the end of the season? How do you feel your performance so far? How are you feeling as a team as a whole?
It's been a slow start, but things change. Hopefully in the second half I can be more prepared, as I've never seen tailor play. So that's one thing I have to, you know, form a game plan around. Considering he's in my division, and I'll play him quite a bit this year. And same for everyone else. You know, every year's different. You know, people practicing and stuff like that, getting prepared for the year. Everybody's different, but I think the years went, like I said, slow start, but I think it. Hopefully, we can turn it around and maybe make a big push in the playoffs.
Good deal. We look forward to that. We're going to talk about your ERA here. So we have a 7.00 ERA, tied for fourth in home runs with 3. But let's go back to the ERA because the home run game is anybody's game. You know, any given game. You know, we had that exhibition last week, and you had 3 home runs in a single exhibition. So that's anybody's game. That can change at any moment. But the ERA, you know, that's kind of more tedious. With you being in second, with first place being the Braves, obviously, with them having a 4.00. What is your plan of attack to kind of maybe chase after the Cy Young Award as we close in on the end of the first half?
I mean, it's this year when I first started, I wanted to throw, you know, heat, but you know it wasn't working out for me. That's why I'm 1-4, you know, struggling, and so I had to form another game plan. I gotta, you know, be more consistent, dot the corners, work the corners, and just throw strikes. I mean, that's how you win ball games.
The new zone this year, as James mentioned, it's really it's provided a level of stability for across the league because you hit it, it's a strike, and if you miss, it's not. So it's very simple process. You know, I'm really excited to see what the Blue Jays have in store for the rest of the season.
And it feels like it's made the league, like from last year. It feels like it's made the league just down to a whole different level.
Leaps and bounds. We're leaps and bounds ahead where we were last year. And we can't wait for you guys to follow along with us as we head into next year. A lot of big plans in the works. We just talked about them actually before we came on the air. So a lot of good stuff happening. Before we close out, first of all, I want to thank James for being on the booth with us. But before we close, we're going to go over, we'll give you our social media handles as always. So I always want you guys to be able to get connected with us if you'd like. So our Instagram is NC_Wiffle, as in North Carolina _Wiffle. Our YouTube is NC Wiffle Ball, North Carolina Wiffle Ball. And our contact, as always, is ncmlwb@gmail.com. And for those of you that might be wondering, that name was made prior to our name change this season. So we started out as the MLWB last season, and we decided, well, you know what, we want to have something kind of unique, so we went with North Carolina Wiffle. So NCWB, really excited about where the league's headed. Like, comment, subscribe.
Yes. Always,
You know, give us your support. We really appreciate your time, and we're looking forward to having you with us. James, thank you so much for being in the booth with us. Bryce, as always, it's a pleasure to be on the air. And as for the fans, we thank you so much for your support. We look forward to this ride, and keep on the lookout as we have more episodes coming up here in the next few weeks and the All-Star break in the next month. So look forward to what we have.
Going on the road.
And we're going on the road. That's right. We'll cover that here in the next week or two because we have a lot of announcements coming as far as Wiffle Ball Weekly goes on the road for the All-Star game. So we look forward to that, and we'll see you next time. Thank you so much for your time. Have a great night.
All right, see y'all.
See ya.